It seems like there's a definite sea change towards fiberglass in the Australian fishing boating business at the moment, and I think there are a number of reasons for that. One of them is the fact that a lot of us are getting a bit older and we no longer like to get pounded around in boats, and you certainly can't beat the ride of fiberglass. It's a lot softer. But there's something else in play too, and I like to call it the finesse concept. We're all using finer, lighter gear these days. We realise that fish are harder to catch in a lot of areas, and that sort of thing's epitomised in our selection of outboard motors as well. A big swing towards 4-stroke and also the new high-tech 2-stroke motors. They're a lot quieter, they're a lot smoother, you don't get all that nasty blue smoke, and they somehow go well with fiberglass boats. So it's a whole package. We had these misconceptions about fiberglass too. People regarded it as being a bit fragile and brittle, not tough like an old tinny. Well, you couldn't be more wrong. Fiberglass is one of the toughest materials around. Just have a look at this laboratory testing of a piece of fiberglass exactly the same as used in this Fullboar. At the Newplex Technology Centre in the Sydney suburb of Botany, technicians are constantly testing and evaluating the polyester resins, cloths, gel coats and other materials used in the manufacture of full-bore fiberglass boats. This regular testing makes use of the very latest in high-tech equipment to assess a range of important properties, such as the peel strength of plexus-bonded laminates in a typical cross-section of full-bore flooring. Constant monitoring of these important factors helps to ensure that full-bore boats are made with the strongest and most consistent components, like this state-of-the-art biaxial cloth with unbroken strands providing full-length rovings for much higher tensile strength than the standard chop strand materials. But don't just take my word for it. At the lab, we subjected a section of full-bore fiberglass laminate panelling to the most rigorous of impact testing. An 11.5 kilogram or 25 pound metal weight with a sharp point was hoisted 8.3 metres or nearly 28 feet up a vertical tube, then dropped directly onto the unbraced panel. While not exactly pretty, the result bears testimony to the resilience of modern glass reinforced plastic. Superficial damage has occurred on both sides of the panel, but it's still intact. Contrast this with the same drop test's impact on a plate of 4mm aluminium alloy. The aluminium alloy plate is badly deformed and clearly punctured, with a significant hole resulting. By comparison, the laminated fiberglass panel has retained its shape and its overall integrity. More importantly, in a boat hull it would still be watertight, as there's no hole or fracture extending completely through the material. These comparative results speak for themselves. The reasons for the amazing strength of modern glass reinforced plastic lie in the use of exotic components and cutting-edge manufacturing techniques. Leading fiberglass boat builders like Fullboar are increasingly relying on laminates of space-age composites, including this Cledgecel cross-linked PVC foam. Laid up between sheets of double-bias e-glass mat and a nylon flow medium, this Fullboar hatch cover panel will be vacuum infused with polyester resin. The entire sandwich is sealed in a special plastic bag and air is drawn out using a powerful vacuum pump. The resin is then literally sucked into the laminate, dramatically reducing wastage and eliminating hazardous gases and other environmental or work safety issues. This really is the future of fiberglass boat building. Clean, green, versatile and incredibly strong for its weight. That's what modern fiberglass is all about, whether it's being used to construct caravans, trains, aeroplanes or boats. As a bonus, fiberglass is cheap and easy to repair without the need for lots of fancy equipment or even access to electricity. Remember that panel we performed the high impact drop test on? Well, here it is again, being patched up in just a few minutes. Fullboar designer Tyson Dethridge simply cleans up and keys the damage area, wets it out thoroughly with polyester resin, applies an offcut of glass chop strand mat, brushes on some more resin to fill in the gaps, and I should mention that all of this stuff is available in cheap kit form from most surfboard shops and many hardware outlets. Finally, Tyson carefully rolls out any remaining air bubbles, and really, it's as easy as that. The job's just about done. Out in the field, you could be back on the water inside an hour, with a proper follow-up repair in the workshop at a later date, returning the hull to its as-new condition. Speaking of hulls, this is what a 5.5